Thank you for joining me. This is Heavenly Divine, and I am Trish. We are doing an abundance reading in this video where I'm going to be talking mainly about finances. So this is a timeless read, meaning that it comes to you whenever you need to see it. And I want to let you know that when we do divination readings with tarot cards, they're called tarot readings. When we do divination with poker cards, they're called divine readings. If you want to work with the elements, the chakras, crystals, the oils, and the herbs, the lucky number, any angel messages, a yes or no that I pull from the cards will be in the description below of this video, as well as a way to contact me for a personal reading. So let's begin. We're going to start with the domino, which is also called a bone in America. So 9 is the number. There were quadruple nines. They're ultimate nines. Basically, when I start off, I'm going to let you know that 4 nines is an angel message that happiness and joy will flow into your life like a mighty river. So let's talk about the past, which is the number 9. And so 9 about defense, strength, accomplishments. Somebody's come like a very far way. Somebody started like from nothing, from scratch. Somebody started from something that was very like hard and far. You're tired. You're going to continue to endure. Somebody's boundaries are like, they're on the defense. Somebody's got high defense. Your boundaries, I don't want to say that they're weak, but it's about strength, and you do have strength, but your boundaries are not strong. Basically, you want to strengthen your fortitude or your boundaries or your stronghold. It's about self-reliance, walking the path of success, and like I said, boundaries and consequences. So in the past, there's like anxiety that somebody is feeling. Somebody's like sleep is disturbed. If you don't pay attention to that in the future, it's just going to continue. Something about how you need to pay attention to how you're winding down and going to bed. Something about that. And there's something that happened from the past, some type of trauma, some type of anxiety, some type of pessimistic thinking, and not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, maybe not having a plan to feel secure, but something had happened back there to stir up worrying. There's also a lot of hypothetical thinking where there's a lot of worrying about small things and fake stress where you're making things, it's like a self-sabotage. You're worrying yourself sick and spiraling about things that are not going to happen or that have not happened yet. So someone's tired, they're going to keep going, and this is good for you. You're almost at the end of a goal. You're about to get somewhere. Something about sprinting to the finish line or sprinting to the end. Let's move on to the future with these nightmares, the worrying about the stress, the minor stress, and the hypothetical thinking. Let me move on to, there's like the secret energy that is really good that either you're keeping to yourself or people around you have. Something about monitoring your sleep patterns, paying attention to your dreams. So comfort and prosperity, relaxing and serenity. Somebody's hard work and the way that you are paying attention to yourself. And like I said, even though you're tired, you're continuing and you have your boundaries up, and something about consequences. But self-reliance, and someone has been planting seeds where that you're going to be able to harvest and a reward is coming. Some type of payout for some people, some type of like insurance payout or some type of law settlement, or somebody had been working hard and now they're seeing something swell and pay out. But prosperity, accomplishments, and comfort. So there is a woman, a mature woman who's walking in her garden, and she's got wonderful clothing on. Something about a messenger, somebody with business who's not afraid to move quickly. No, someone's not afraid to be shrewd. They're not afraid to be blunt and straightforward when it comes to business. But it's not rude because they're telling you like what type of money you need or what you need to work with. Somebody's messages move quick. There's going to be more time in the future to enjoy the fruits of your labor, your hard work. You're going to be able to focus more on yourself and enjoying free time without feeling guilty. Oh, and big wishes are coming true. Serenity. So let's move on to the Tower reverse. And this is Rapunzel, if you're wondering whose hair that is. From the movie Tangled. So with the Tower reverse is that you just came out of some big change. There was something huge that happened. Someone had to surrender to some type of forces or something that was out of your control, something that was unforeseen. There was some type of divine intervention, something like falling out of your control. Some type of looming danger. It was like there was a big change and a transformation within your life. You had to surrender, and there's like enlightenment that you've gained from this, and it was like very destructive. So right now you are in the stage of you've gotten out of the chaos, or things could be getting worse before they get better, but you couldn't help that you had to stay stuck somewhere, kind of like you were forced to watch something or forced to go through some things, a really big change in your life, and it's usually like changing a leaf or just like completely life changing. I know it's a deep transformation that has happened. It's like a complete somebody's really had to take big steps to evolve. So thankfully, things are getting better the way that this card is positioned. You had to take responsibility for something, and you are happy for yourself that you have. It was like you were on the sea, and like you're going the wrong way. Everything is dark, and so you're able to take control, and you're able to change your sails and the path for yourself in your life. When it comes to money, someone had to rebuild, restructure like a business, or it could also have to do with like a building. And so you could probably be getting your plans together, new plans, or you could start to see where your project is starting to come along to be successful because there had to be a redo. So, like I said, you had to take responsibility for something that you did not do. You had to take the blame, or someone's like looking to point a finger, like a scapegoat, and they were trying to do this with you. Not saying that it's right or wrong, but it's not something that you really need to feel guilty about or take a blame. Within like money, work, or if you have like a project on the side that you're working with, or a relationship, there was something that could not stand the test of time with you. There was something that could not stand, or a person who could not stand, who could not work with you, who could not get through this hard time with you. And so it has you like you're stuck in the past. It's hard for you to move forward. It's hard for you to take this transition because there's like this fear, but like if you keep thinking of this fear, it could manifest in front of your eyes. So like I said, that there was some type of power or some type of like situation or something that you had to deal with that was outside of your control. you should not feel responsible because it's something that is, the Tower is all about something that's outside of your control, like drama, and it's all of a sudden happening. Something that's happened, like the way that the events unfold, and as you keep your eyes open, you'll be able to know exactly what's going on and where you stand in the middle of everything. So the Queen of Diamonds, there's something saying yes about this card. And this is Cruella de Vil from the 101 Dalmatians. And so even though she was portrayed a certain way in the cartoon, the Queen of Diamonds is self-reliant. She's self-sufficient. She worries about herself. She's grounded. She's straightforward. She worries about herself, but she puts other people first, which is generally going to be her family and her close friends, like any co-workers as well. She can have a tendency to be nosy, a gossip, easily jealous, and a homebody. Her good traits are that she's really good in business. She's really good business savvy. She likes to stay to herself though, and she likes to take her time, and she's really good at paying attention to details, pennies and numbers. She's very resourceful. Like if something crashes and burns, she's able to pick up like what has not been destroyed in the aftermath and rebuild from that. So she's extremely smart when it comes to things like rebuilding and starting over and starting from scratch and brand new. She likes tangible things that you can hold in your hand. This woman owns something. This is a woman around you who's going to be lighter in appearance, and they're older, and they own something like their house, their car, a business, and that's what their focus is on. And so this is either what you need to focus on or what you are going to focus on is basically finances and communicating and networking with people and meeting friends that are helping you think about your money goals. Moving on to the hidden influences of the read, which is the Dark Joker. So this is either feelings that you have pent up inside of you that you want to keep to yourself, or you don't want to let other people know, like your private business, or this is feelings that people around you have, which is the Dark Joker. It's not a good time to take risk. It's not a good time to go on that trip if you can. If you have no choice, then you have no choice. Then move with caution, basically. But this is a caution card, not a good time to take risk. Finish up any projects that you have started. And something very important about a loyal friend, loyalty. You have someone next to you who looks out for your best interests, and that's what they always have at heart. They give you good advice, and sometimes you have a hard time listening to this, but it's something about you need to listen to that. And you were offered something. There was like a situation or some type of proposal that you were giving, and you were bitten off more than that you could chew. There's something about being watching out for being irresponsible, and pay attention to what you want to say before you say it. You don't want your mouth to move quicker than your brain. So like moving quick, you know, there's going to be like downsides and like detours and cautions that you would not see, and a decision that you would make for yourself that would not be wise. So move with awareness, because you don't want to look or seem like an idiot. You don't want to sabotage yourself due to desperation or moving quick or moving irrational, like where you think that something is happening and then later you realize that you were I don't want to say overthinking, but you were you were thinking about something that wasn't really there. So take your time before you take a new approach or before agreeing to something new at work. And if some like a relationships or any type of emotional commitment, just take your time before you take the next step. You know, you want to make sure that you are grounded. So let's move on over to the Oracle. And so this is a pick a card Oracle. Basically how I've designed this is I picked 5 cards, or I think it was 6, and pick your favorite card, and I'm going to break down the symbols. So this card here, I can embrace change, and what's going on is somebody's very open to some type of new comfort. Mysticism is opening up to your life. Like there's a lot of comfort that's coming from this. You have a little bit of abundance, but you need to be careful of your so-called friends, because you do have snakes around you and they like to talk. Beauty is all around you, and somebody is like, they like to be the center of attention. They could be blunt, they could be straightforward, outgoing, and assertive. Now you have a lot of big abundance coming for you, prosperity as well, but you got to be careful because your snakes are comfort, or like your friends that are around you have snake eyes and they find some comfort at looking at your money. I wonder what that's about. Or looking at like what you do to make it. But yeah, you got to watch out for your so-called friends too. There's a lot of that going around right now. You've got some big abundance coming towards you. You're pretty open. Don't be naive, because you're pretty open about like all the good things that are in store for you. Let go of the things that no longer serve you. Really putting like some type of mysticism on the pedestal for you. This is pretty interesting. There's something that's like unknown. There's something that's very beautiful, something that's very unique, something that you keep private. But like it's like very important to you. It's like a focus or something like that. Letting go of something that no longer serves you. You get like money like here and there, but like you have a lot of like, there's a lot of beauty around you too, even though that was in the last card. It's pretty dope that whoever's choosing this card, you get to communicate about like magic and the unknown and what interests you. Like this makes you feel comfortable. So who's ever choosing this card, be your own guide. Someone's learning here, and that's like what's guiding you, the things that you have learned. So what's pretty dope for you is like something is stepping out from the veil, like someone's stepping out from the curtain. There's about to be some truth that is going to be let out and known for you. So learning and memory and optimism. You're going to be feeling really happy if you go with your gut. Inhale, exhale. If you realize whoever's choosing this card, take a moment to breathe. If you don't take a moment to look at or to smell the roses, then you'll never get a chance. There's some things that you need to give yourself. Taking a moment, even though when it's busy, you still look confident and good, even though you don't really need to rush. Something about that. But like you got to watch out for there. You got big abundance coming for you too, but you also have so-called friends around you that you need to watch out for. Yeah, you got some people who got like some snake eyes, though they're like, it's pretty interesting. They're paying attention to something that has nothing to do with you, though you still need to be aware of your surroundings. Strong, brave, bold, and this is like pretty obvious, or just pretty straightforward, that whoever is feeling confident, you go ahead and just be your natural self. But it's like, wow, there's a lot of talking, a lot of communication, a lot of gossiping, and a lot of learning, but there's a lot of talking. But your snakes are like pretty bold, and they're like straightforward in your face. I don't know why they find some comfort with that. I don't know what they think that they're learning. But it's hard to not pay attention to a star. All the materials that I'm using throughout this video is going to be found in the description below, as well as a way to contact me for a personal reading. This is called a collective reading, which means that it's reading everyone that's coming through the video. Some points are not going to be talking about you. A personal reading is talking all about you, your situation, and what you got going on. After I receive your email for the name that you go by, as well as the subject that you want me to read you for example, love, money, law, or the enemies that you have around you, we can get your personal reading started. And so this is going to finish up this week's money reading. If you didn't see the last money reading, I'm going to put this up for you here, as well as check out the last enemy reading, where we're mostly talking about love. And I will talk to you more later. Bye.